What is up, Lightbearers? Chaz here from theoryofgames.com. Have you ever wondered why your power level seems stuck even though you're collecting new gear? In Destiny Rising, real progression doesn't come from just finding items, it comes from upgrading them. So today we're going to be breaking down the core character progression and upgrade mechanics so you can level up efficiently without wasting those precious resources. Your overall strength in Destiny Rising comes from 5 key character components. These are the foundation of your power level, which are your Guardian's powers, your weapons of course, your relic abilities, your artifact, and your talent tree. Improving these consistently is what is going to push you forward in the game. So when you're browsing your inventory, always keep an eye out for small green arrow icon. This is the game's way of telling you that something is ready to be upgraded, whether it's a weapon, an ability, or another key component. If the green arrow is there, you can increase its power level. Upgrade requires 2 main resources, Gimmer, which is of course the primary currency in Destiny Rising, and specific materials, which are going to vary depending on what it is that you're actually upgrading. So if you're unsure where to get a certain material, just click on the material icon and the game is going to show you exactly where it comes from, which is obviously going to save you a bunch of time and prevent you from guessing what you actually need to be doing. Now, next up, we're going to talk about primary sources for experience and daily caps. First up are going to be the quests, backbone of leveling. The main way to level up your character in Destiny Rising is through quests. These come in 2 types. We've got main quests, which are of course the primary storyline missions that are going to guide you through the game's central plot and major chapter milestones. The main quests are usually going to be introducing some key characters, unlock essential features, and push the narrative forward. As you complete them, new chapters become available, allowing you to advance through the main storyline at a steady pace. Then, of course, we have the side quests. So the side quest function are kind of optional tasks, and they're going to give you some bonus rewards, resources, and progression benefits. So these might be your recurrent activities, such as your daily missions, similar to Zhang Shi's dailies, as well as smaller narrative or object-based tasks that support but do not replace the main story. Side quests often help strengthen your account, earn those extra materials, and practice mechanics without affecting the core storyline. Many of the quests, as you probably already know in Destiny Rising, are interconnected, so completing certain main or side missions often triggers the availability of new ones, which creates a natural progression path. When finishing one task leads to another, getting you deeper into the game's systems, features, and chapters. This structure ensures that you always have a clear direction, while giving you room to explore optional content at your own pace. Now, let's move on to the next, understanding the daily leveling cap. Some guides include a daily leveling cap for story or chapter progression, especially for players who consistently reach the maximum permitted rank each day since launch. This cap is active, it prevents further advancement in the main chapter levels until the server resets the following day. If you reach this limit and you find that the story level stops progressing, there's no need to be concerned. Hitting that cap simply means you've advanced as far as the server allows for that day. Now, personally, I think this is actually quite a good idea because it kind of adds a bit more longevity to the game rather than just rushing through the game. I quite enjoy it. I know there's been some hate online, but personally, when I've been playing it through, I was hitting the level cap every day for the first week or whatever that I was playing until I took a little bit of a break. But yeah, I think it's a really good idea that they added this level cap. Once you finish your daily quests or story content for the day, patrol zones become a valuable way to keep leveling, especially early on. So activities you complete in patrol zones are going to help you level up both specific patrol destination and your overall character rank. Right now, the main patrol zone available is the Jiangxi Metro and Red Sea. When you open the map in a patrol zone, you're going to find a variety of things to do. And this is going to include things like vendor dailies, which means you have to talk to the local vendor for daily missions that contribute to the reward track, public events, so participate in large-scale events in the zone, side missions, complete tasks for various characters. You have your chests as well, so you've got both your regular and your gold chests are going to be scattered around. The gold ones can be spotted on your map as the small plus symbols. And then we have our miscellaneous tasks. These are going to gain you some extra experience by shooting drones, finishing time trials, or taking pictures of points of interest. Now, next we're going to talk about resource management and some tips about efficiency. So first, let's start with bounties. Bounties are going to be a major source of experience and offer highly efficient progression. You'll find the bounty board right at Haven near your spawn point. While you can choose which bounties to do, many will actually auto-complete naturally as you play. It's possible to accumulate a lot of claimable bounties without even checking the board for a full day of gameplay. Next up, we have the hidden rewards and currencies. So Destiny Rising has many currencies, as we all know, and it can get super duper confusing. But one tip that I always say is just collect everything, okay? Basically, the economy revolves around a tight loop of premium and mid-tier currencies, and the smartest way to progress fast is to understand exactly what each one is good for. So silver sits at its core. This is what you burn for draws and general purchases because the game is still new. Every double silver bundle gives a juicy ×2 first purchase bonus, making it one of the highest value pickups. Lumia is your straight up gacha fuel, so don't overthink it. Dump Lumia into pools, period. And for the mid-tier currencies, we've got Blue Leaf, which is going to be the superior general use option, whilst Pink Bolt is more of a specialty currency you just convert and spend whenever you see value in the store. For progression, limited, or late game optimization, Fortuna crystals are going to matter the most. They're flexible but extremely valuable, letting you convert into limited banner currency or buy character copies. Obviously, most players are going to be leaning towards converting them rather than saving 360 for a direct copy. If you want efficient rerolls, the black market currency is where you turn silver into discounted premium pools, which is going to be one of the best ways to stretch your spending. Meanwhile, journey bundles act as half-price pool packs, making them one of the best low-cost offers in the shop. I would say the main currencies, the $5 battle pass and login bonuses, offer consistent value, and the Founders bundle is also a pretty solid early pickup. Now next I want to talk to you about the hidden rewards. It's one of the easiest things to miss out on, but also one of the fastest ways to stack up some extra resources. Destiny Rising actually hides a surprising number of freebies inside its menus, and they don't always show up on the main screen. So make a habit of opening up every tab, including all the story pages, triumphs, and even like the sub-menus inside the events and things like that. And you're going to see a small chest icon. That's your cue that there's something waiting to be claimed. These hidden rewards can be anything from blue leaves and pink votes to pool tokens and upgrade mats, and they stack over time if you don't check them. Treat it as part of your daily routine. Tap through everything, clear every chest icon, and don't leave any of that free currency sitting in a menu. Now, save your materials until you actually need them, okay? I'm going to say that again. Save your materials until you actually need them. This is going to apply to both the standard gameplay materials and the Bon Voyage currency used for loot boxes and pools. Saving is going to help you meet those chapter requirements later on, like when a chapter asks you to upgrade weapons to a certain level, so for example level 5. This habit is going to prevent rush grinding when materials suddenly become necessary. Since loot box items and characters change periodically, you might want to hold off spending Bon Voyage currency if you're waiting for a specific character. And finally, don't forget to check your character inventory for engrams. Opening these may give you better weapons needed for progression, which some players might overlook. Now, let's talk about light bearers, one of the most important parts of your progression, and thankfully the game lets you test them before you actually commit to anything. So before you acquire a light bearer or spend a single cent, you can actually preview their entire kit for free. So some light bearers, like Gwen, have a story where you temporarily control that character. This gives you a real feel for their movement, abilities, and super. So no pressure, no cost. For every other light bearer, the testing grounds is in the draw store. Just tap on the character you're curious about and hit trial. This is going to load you into like a controlled training room where you can try every ability in their kit, you can test their super, check the cooldowns, and see how you actually feel with them in combat, see if they fit the way that you like to play. So use this trial room often. It's going to be the safest way to compare the light bearers, and you can get to understand their role and decide whether they're worth your resources or pulls. Now the key here is going to be simple. Don't invest blindly. Light bearers are going to play very differently from each other, so they'll always trial them first. Whether you're checking burst damage, mobility, support utility, or survivability, the game is going to give you all the tools that you need to actually make the right choice before you commit. Now, next up, let's talk about gear rarity, because not all equipment is created equally. In Destiny Rising, your gear color actually tells you how powerful it can become. When you start enhancing gear, don't just upgrade everything, focus on the items that fit your build or playstyle. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a pro tip. If you're getting duplicates, dismantle them for materials, okay? Those enhancement modules and shards are going to add up fast. Also, enhancement modules are limited early on, so make sure that you're using them wisely and invest in gear that you're actually planning to keep. Last up, we have mods. The secret sauce to making your Guardian feel unique. Mods are going to let you fine-tune your stats and playstyle. So the key when it comes to mods is, of course, experimentation. Even a single mod swap can completely change how your Guardian performs in combat, so try different combinations. So I totally suggest experimenting with it, see what's going to fit your playstyle, and just have fun with it, try new things. Next, let's move on to events and seasons, because this is where the real high value rewards start piling up. Destiny Rising constantly rotates seasonal events to drop exotic gear, exclusive cosmetics, and limited currencies you're not going to be seeing anywhere else. So on top of that, you've also got those limited time missions that reward event tokens you can trade in the event shop for those high tier materials or pool currency. And if you're the competitive type, leaderboards and challenge events let you push for premium rewards just by placing highly. Now, lastly, let's talk about teamwork. Let's be real. Destiny Rising is a pretty fun solo game, but it's way better with a solid team, right? Clans are going to give you shared activity bonus and weekly reward chests. Running patrol zones with friends mean you can clear the event a lot faster, and combining light bearer abilities like stacking healing fields with AoE supers makes a huge difference in those tough fights. So don't just grind alone, squad up. It's going to be faster, more efficient, and honestly, it's a lot more fun. And that is it for this guide. Remember, real growth isn't just about collecting gear, it's about upgrading smart, managing materials wisely, and knowing where your time pays off most. So focus on completing your quest daily, keep an eye on the green upgrade arrows, and make sure you're making the most out of those patrol zones and bounties when you hit the daily caps. Always claim hidden rewards, test the late bearers before investing, and save your rare currencies for when they're going to be making the biggest impact. Now, do you focus on upgrading right away, or do you prefer saving materials for later chapters? What's your favourite way to farm XP or materials when you've hit the daily cap? Share your strategies in the comments. Your tip might help other light bearers level up more efficiently too. So if you found this guide useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss future Destiny Rising tips and updates. You can also find us over on theorygames.com for more detailed guides, tools, and event trackers to help you stay ahead of the Destiny Rising grind. Stay sharp, light bearers, and I'll see you in the next one.